Weddings are emotional for all of the guests that attend, but they are especially emotional for the father of the bride. Barry, the father of the bride, in my commemorative speech, gave a toast to the couple and the guests that were in attendance of his daughter's wedding. The aspects of Barry's speech were meeting Josh, the groom, for the first time, a childhood memory he had of Alyssa, and the growth he has seen Josh and Alyssa make over their 3 years together. I saw a minute organizational issue in Barry's speech, but his emotional delivery and content stole the crowd. Today, I want to address Barry's content, delivery, and organization, and finally offer my own opinion. The first thing that grabbed my attention about Barry's toast was the content he used. His content was very conversational and natural. He included every single person in his toast. This started by him thanking the guests for attending and the part they played in making the day possible. This made everyone feel a part of the speech because everyone that was there was being acknowledged. Barry focused on the unexpected parties, and he supported those with interesting stories. This was prevalent in Josh being the true star of his toast rather than his own daughter. The first example that I saw of this was every story pertained to Josh in some way, or ended with a transition making Josh into the family. The first story that Barry used was, he used to be Alyssa's #1 guy. He would come home every day and she'd be so excited to see him, and then now he said, I'm giving Josh the #1 title. So it made it seem like Josh was really the reason everyone was there, which was unexpected. Barry used strong content, however, there was room for improvement in his organization. If he would have made one slight change to his organization, the toast would have flowed more effectively. The opinion that I would use for his organization would be to use a chronological pattern. Our speech book on page 85 defined the chronological organization as sequences of events being discussed in the order in which they occur in time. I believe this would have been favorable because it would have made the audience have a more connected flow. A clear organization would have then added to easier transitions to follow. The audience would not have had to put pieces together like I found myself doing. The example I would give Barry would to be, instead of using your points, meeting Josh, childhood Alyssa, and the growth together, you would then do childhood Alyssa, since that's the first thing that would have started, then meeting Josh, her boyfriend, and then growing together. This would have made the story more cohesive in and of itself. The emotional delivery and content that Barry used really saved his toast and made it important for the audience. You could sense how heartfelt Barry was speaking with his language, volume, and tone. It really fit the lighthearted and happy occasion of a wedding. The two examples I saw of this was when he was directly addressing Josh or directly addressing the couple and the joy that they provide him, he would have a more serious tone. But when he was telling jokes of the first night he met Josh and trying to make it fun, he used a higher tone, which then drew the audience in. He, the father, evoked emotion in the entire room. He had clear and direct emotions that he gave to the crowd. The example that I saw of this was when he told the entire audience what his grandma used to say about meeting your perfect match. He then said, I saw that meeting my wife, and he knows that all of the couples in the room found that, but now he said, I see my daughter and how happy she is, and my new son, and I know that my grandma was spot on. That immediately drew the audience in and showed how heartfelt and emotional Barry was about that night. Content, organization, and delivery have been evaluated the way I see fit, but now I want to share my own opinion of Barry's toast. Content, organization, and delivery make a speech for the audience. It makes it what it is. As an informed speaker, I would fix the organization a little bit using chronological patterns, but I would give anything to have the naturalism that Barry had. It is my aspiration moving forward as a speaker. I think this was a very successful speech, despite the organizational issue that he had, but he saved it with the emotions that he openly displayed to the audience. Barry reminds me a lot of my dad, so I can only imagine the kind of jokes he'll be saying at my wedding.